hopefully we can get back on track against the Suds. I mean, that could be a good game as well. So, but I think I'm going to have to go with the game of the week. It's definitely got to be that one out there, the Hooks and the Bulls, to watch that one and see how that ends up. Because, like you said, somebody's going to be from the undefeated spot.
No doubt. And that game's out at Schuler. That should be a big-time matchup on Wednesday night. A couple other games going on. Deerfield is going to play the Braves. We don't know if that game's going to be at Franklin or not. Franklin plays Fenwick in the regional final tomorrow, and one of those teams is going to win, and we're not going to be able to use their high school field. We use both fields. So guys, stay tuned. By about Monday, we should have some sort of resolution on that. But we do know Deerfield is going to play the Braves. We just don't know where. But if Fenwick wins tomorrow, that game will be at Franklin. If not, well, I guess yours truly has some work to do next week to get some things going schedule-wise.
Yeah, hopefully we can make some things happen. Good luck to those teams up there in Cincinnati, and the high school teams keep moving on. But yeah, if we have to scramble, we'll scramble. We'll figure it out, and we always do. And there's going to be some good games next week, like we said. So we got Brewers and Dragons going at it. Like I mentioned before, we got us and the Suds. Reds and the Dodgers at Foundation. That'd be another good one to watch. That could be another side pick, as you were saying before. I keep leaning on that, watching those Reds. But that's going to be a tough one for them against the Dodgers out Foundation. And
yep.
But then you guys got the Expos. No, sorry, that's the Sting.
Yeah.
You guys got the Hustle.
That's going to be a big game at Sycamore High School, 6:30. We have the Hustle coming in. In fact, I don't know, the poor guy who did the schedule put the Yankees with the Hustle, Hooks, and Deerfield back to back. So we got our work cut out for us over the next three, starting with Randy Wabnitz and the Hustle on Wednesday night. Always a tough game. The thing about the Hustle, it's hard to score runs against them. They usually have good pitching, guys who throw strikes. Matt Wabnitz gets everything at shortstop. The center fielder covers a ton of territory. It's just so hard to score against that team.
Yeah, they're a good defensive squad. That's tough. So you guys got your work cut out for you. So good luck on that one.
Sting and Expos, Ray, that should be a good game out at Finneytown. The Sting coming off a win last Sunday against the Knights. They lose that game late against Deerfield. They'll try to bounce back against an Expos team that, as we mentioned, could be a surprise team trying to get themselves on a roll. They pick up the win the other day, the first one in franchise history. That should be a good matchup out at Finneytown.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. I'll definitely be keeping an eye on that one and be talking with my buddy Kurt there and see how they do and see how that one goes. So good luck out there to those guys. How about the Mudcats and the Flying Tigers at Crosley in the late game after... What is it?
That will be the only game out there. I only put one game out there. Yeah, only one game out there this Wednesday night. You give the Mudcats and those guys a little bit more time to come down. I know they have a couple guys up near Sydney that have to come a long way down. So if they do get a game in Cincinnati on a Wednesday, try to make it later for them under the lights. A lot of those games we try to let them play up at Action Sports or Franklin or Springboro. But, a couple of those fields aren't available yet. So, yeah, they've got the Flying Tigers. That game will be late on Wednesday night at Crosley. Should be a good matchup. Those teams, I believe, have split a pair of games over the last couple of years. So that should be a pretty darn good ball game with those two going at it. Tigers and the Knights. This is a game between the Tigers, a brand new team, the Knights team that's struggling. In fact, they haven't scored a run yet. Now, I only say this because I know Ryan Roth can he likes to poke fun at himself a little bit. I put something on the website, on Facebook the other day about the Hooks having only given up one run.
Yeah.
So Ryan puts up there, well, that's nothing. We haven't scored a run. Take that, Hooks. So Ryan's always got a good sense of humor about these things, and I'm sure they're looking to hopefully get off the schneid after suffering a couple shutouts there and then get back on the board. As that game is scheduled for Fenwick High School, but as I mentioned, that could change depending on who wins that Fenwick-Franklin game. At least we know, Ray, we're going to get one of the two fields because one of them is bound to lose.
Exactly. Another good game. We'll find out just how good the Orioles are. They play the Meridians at McNick, so that'd be a good one here too.
Well, yeah, that game will tell you in a hurry how good you are because that Meridians team battle-tested, finished second in the regular season last year, and they are loaded with pitchers. So it should be a good ball game, but I think, Ray, we certainly are on agreement for the first time in history on the game of the week. We're going to both go with Hooks and Bulls. That's going to be the game of the week. That if this were the NFL, that would be our Monday Night Football game right there. That's the one all eyes are going to be on.
That's the one. That's the one. So everybody be looking out for that one. So good luck to both of those teams. Somebody's got to go down. So we'll see what ends up coming out of that one. But so this next week will be a short week for us, a little short rundown. So we'll find some things to fill in. Maybe this next week we can get the Brewers guy there to fill in and give us some kind of spot of the week, maybe. But
yeah, we'll try to get Jay on there, get something entertaining from him. And if there's anybody else you guys want to hear from, I know Scott Jones of the Braves said he'd be more than happy to come on with us. We might be able to get Jay Lowry from the Brewers. So we'll see about maybe introducing a couple different voices here and there, and then try to get some more participation with some of our colleagues around the CABL.
Definitely. And guys, please give us a little bit of feedback too about the timing and how we're doing with the podcast. If you want to hear more, want to hear less, want us to cut down some things, or with adding guys in, which we'd like to do, it's definitely going to take up a little bit more time. So we can cut down the pick one or two games to get some highlights on and just give some scores and add those pieces to try to keep it in a time frame, or we can extend that time out. Let us know.
Yeah, we enjoy getting the feedback. It certainly helps us do what we're doing, but we enjoy doing it. It's a lot of fun every week. Certainly something we like talking about. Something we enjoy doing in our spare time here, and not only playing, but when we're not playing, thinking about baseball and talking about it's the next best thing. So it's been a good week for here, Ray. Hopefully you have a good Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully everybody listening has a good, happy, and safe weekend, and can't wait to get back out there next week.
Yep, you have a good one yourself. Everybody out there have a good holiday. Be safe, and everybody be ready to play some baseball come Wednesday night. So take us out, Jason.
All right, Ray, that's going to wrap it up for this week. Follow us on SoundCloud.com, like us on Facebook, and you can check out the website at www.CincyABL.com. That's Cincy with the Y. Hope you'll join us again next week for episode 5 of the Two Cutoff Men. For Ray Sterling, I'm Jason Earhart saying thanks for listening.